You know, I don't post these weekly beauty recap videos to get on here and complain about products every week, but like at the same time, it's not my fault that brands are redundant as hell and boring. But I will say that this week might be a good one because I'm seeing a lot of products that are pretty colorful, pretty affordable, and look kind of good. So this might be probably one of the most positive weekly recaps yet. So here we go. First up, we have a drop from NYX Cosmetics. This is their new Fat Cheeks Dewy Liquid Blush. So this is NYX Cosmetics' first liquid dewy blush with a buildable formula. This has a blendable texture and juicier hydration with up to 24 hours of hydration and up to 12 hours of wear. It says it's infused with raspberry and kiwi oil, known for its fatty acids. Also has a nourishing peptide infusion that are known for collagen support for your cheeks, and this retails for only $10. Now, we know by now NYX Cosmetics is a rather affordable brand, and again, affordability, like a higher price point or a lower price point, doesn't always mean it's going to be good or bad. So this can be cheap price-wise, but still be a very good product and a very good formula. This says that it comes in shades Papaya Plump, Fig Fizz, Guava Gush, Dragon Fruit Drip, Peach Plunge, Bounce and Berry, Plum Pop, and Blueberry Burst. This is marked as coming soon to their website and retailers. I think these are stunning. I think the shades are perfect for summer. I think this has a pretty decent color range for what they are. I think there needs to be one or two shades that are a little bit lighter or just a little bit of a different color in general, but I do like the 8 that are available. I think these look beautiful, and I'm not a liquid blush kind of hoe, but I might want to try these, especially for $10. Like, it's only $10. If you don't like it, you don't like it. It's $10. I plan on buying a few of these shades because I definitely want to try these out for myself because they look nice. Next up, something that always excites me is a brand new foundation. So this is from Beauty Creations Cosmetics. This is their new Flawless Stay Liquid Matte Foundation, which I love a good matte foundation. I wear a matte foundation 99% of the time. So this is enriched with niacinamide. Y'all know by now, my favorite skincare ingredient, one of them. And this says it's going to brighten your skin, allegedly, smooth texture, minimize pores, and reduce the appearance of wrinkles. For only $14. Again, we love a good affordable product. Like, let's keep on this roll for this video and for these launches this week. Let's keep it on the affordable scale. So this claims to have 24-hour wear time, matte finish, medium to full coverage, oil-free, and in 30 shades, with the main undertones being warm, cool, neutral, olive, and golden. Also, something new that they have is the Flawless Stay Matte Dual-Ended Foundation Brush, which retails for $8, super appropriate price. This brush is densely packed with synthetic bristles designed for seamless building, blending, and buffing. This brush says it's going to work well with liquids, powders, and creams, and leaves the complexion streak free. So this is going to be available on June 12th on their website, and I'm filming this on June 12th at 7 a.m. Fun fact, but it's going to go up on the 13th, so by the time you see this, it'll already be out. Overall, I think the packaging, it's simple, but it has like a bit of class to it, a bit of elegance. The foundation claims themselves sound great. I'm swiping through these shades. I think they're decent. I feel like there's kind of a pretty big jump between medium tan and deep dark. I don't know. I just don't understand why like complexion products like with shade ranges is so difficult. And again, please keep in mind, whether you have 30 shades or 100 shades, it doesn't matter about the quantity of the shades to an extent. It matters more about the quality, because you can have brands that have 25 shades that are super inclusive, just completely cover the spectrum of skin tones with undertones included, keep in mind. And that's great, 25 of them to do all that. And then you could have a brand that has 50 or 60 shades where 50% of them are just almost duplicates, like from one shade to the next, you barely can tell a difference. And so many of them are wasteful. And again, there's not an actual good, variety of shades. So it's not always about quantity when it comes to how many shades a brand has, being like, oh, they're inclusive. No, that's deceptive. Actually look at the shades and look at the undertones. I don't think this one's too bad overall. I always am looking for a good shade range, and I definitely can immediately see some room for improvement, but overall I think it's a pretty moderately decent shade range. Again, $14, that's also amazing. I definitely want to try this. I love a good matte foundation, as I said a little bit ago. Again, the whole 24-hour wear, those types of claims to me are never impressive. Never once do I see something that's like 18 hours of wear, 24 hours, 36 hours. Why would you have foundation on for 24 hours or more? Like, there's no scenario almost ever that would make sense, that it's not practical. There will always be an exception to anything that people say, myself included, but primarily people are not wearing their makeup for 24 hours or more. So that's not something that impresses me. This is a foundation though that I do plan on trying, so I'm very excited about that. Next up, we have Charlotte Tilbury. I'm sorry, but Charlotte Tilbury just doesn't excite me. And I feel like the brand's very catty and very mean and just disrespectful to creators and people, customers, and other brands, and just stuff like that is very like off-putting to me. I think Some of the packaging though is rather pretty, but the price points, in my opinion, from my experiences from the products I have tried, I'm like, why are we charging this much? But anyway, Charlotte Tilbury revealed their new blush sticks. This is clearly going to be like a complexion slash blush focus week because these drops one after another are like complexion, blush, 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 foundation, like cool. So these claim that they are going to glide on and melt into your skin for an effortless glow and a soft wash of buildable color. This is available in 6 shades. We have Rosy Glow, Peachy Glow, Pretty Glow, Pinky Glow, Berry Glow, and Cherry Glow. Those names are boring, to be honest. This is marked as coming soon to their website and retailer, so I don't have information right now as far as pricing or anything else. I mean, I don't know. I would probably try these just for the hell of it, but I also know they're probably going to be like $20 to $30. And I'm like, there's other blushes right now, especially in this video, literally right now, that are being released for like half that price. So I'd rather try those first and give my money to brands that aren't as like catty and mean publicly. So it's just one of those things. I would say for someone that really does like Charlotte Tilbury products, you'll probably be very interested in these. I mean, the colors are pretty, the packaging is pretty, but part of me is just kind of, again, I started this video off by talking about brands being kind of redundant and boring. It's like, everyone is just doing the same thing. I'm like, if you're gonna give us a new blush, don't give us a blush stick because there's 18 million on the market. You know what I mean? Like, give us something different. Give me a completely different type of experience, a completely different type of packaging and component. Something about it that is just exceptionally different, unique, custom. Anything. I will die on that hill. Again, continuing with the complexion and the blushes, we have another blush reveal, this time from Anastasia Beverly Hills. So they are releasing their Magic Touch Cream Blush and Lip Trio. These are multi-purpose cream formulas for cheeks and lips that feature a silky gel-like texture that seamlessly blends with a soft blurred matte finish for a flawless natural look. These are sheer to bold with buildable, versatile shades that can be worn individually or paired together to customize the perfect flush. They claim that the pomegranate oil is going to provide antioxidants for a healthy looking youthful glow, and the spherical powders are going to provide you a soft focus effect with a cloud-like feel. What the hell is a cloud-like feel? Have you ever felt a cloud? No. Each trio features 3 vivid shades with long-lasting color for an all-day flush. These retail for $38. We have Berry and Rose, which is a fuchsia, orange, red, and mulberry. We have Peach, which is carnation pink, cool pink, and mauve. And then we have Pink, which is cool tone pink, candy pink, and soft pink. These are available on June 26th on their website and their retailers. I don't know. I mean, anything that ABH puts out is going to be pricey. $38 for this seems ridiculous. And do you want to know why I actually hate this? Because the moment I see this, you know exactly what I want to tell you. This looks like those cheap, junky, crappy little makeup trios that you get at the dollar store for like special effects makeup and like Halloween time, like the Bruise kit, the Vampire kit, the Frankenstein kit, like those things. That's exactly what this looks like to me. So as soon as I saw this, I was like, ugh, don't like that because it brings me back to like terrible times. I don't like this. I just think this looks so cheap, and to be so honest, ABH is known for like their like through and through products, formulas, the brand imagery, marketing, everything, the people that they work with. I'm like, what is this? This just screams cheap. This is like, I don't know. And it could be the best product in the world, don't get me wrong, but like first impressions, not cute. As far as the actual colors included, I think it's a decent variety, and I think the colors are kind of pretty, and there's a pretty decent balance between the 3 shades in each of the trio. So I like that because it would be very annoying if you picked up a trio and like all 3 of the shades were like pretty dang similar. It's like, what's the point? So I do like that, and I do like the fact that you're always gonna have that darker shade in each of the trios, so you can really start to like customize your shade, which that is fun too. So even though it's 3, you can make a much larger variety of shades, especially because they're cream, they're gonna mix right together and you know, cool. So I would try it. Even at $38, I would try it, even though I absolutely hate the component. And I'm not really the biggest fan of ABH at this point. And that kind of stuff always changes, mind you. If somebody says they don't like a brand now, they may love them a year from now and vice versa. I've just been more so like pulling away from them just because of their behavior and the constant launches that are not inclusive and things like that. But I would try this. Would you try this? Next up, everyone's favorite is the Sephora Favorites set. So this is the It's Giving Nude Lip Kit. This is retailing for $42. It says it has a $106 value. So you're spending, what, $64 less? So this set will include a Tarte Plumping Lip Oil on Tarte, House Labs PhD Hybrid Lip Glaze Plumping Gloss, a full size, I'm gonna point that out, the Merit Lip Pencil, also full size, the Laneige Glaze Craze Tinted Polypeptide Lip Serum in Super Glaze, full size. The names of these brands and products are getting ridiculous, not gonna lie. We have the Lawless Forget the Fillers Lip Plumper and the, I don't even know how you say that, Muffy? M-U-F-E, I've never even heard that in my life. Super Boost Moisturizing and Plumping Lip Gloss. This is marked as coming soon to Sephora. I think that's a really good deal, and to be so honest, as always, I really appreciate that they're giving some full-size products in this, and I also appreciate the variety. I would love to try out of these. I really don't like plumping lip products, to be honest, and my lips are perfectly fine the way they are, but you do you. So I don't love that. The hybrid lip glaze, again, I don't like a plumping gloss, but I do like their products from what I've tried or what I've seen. I would like to try that. The lip pencil, I don't use lip pencils, so they don't excite me. The Laneige Glaze Craze Tinted Polypeptide Lip Serum. I do love a good lip serum. I would try that. The Forget the Filler Lip Plumper from Lawless, again, no. And the Moisturizing and Plumping Lip Gloss, no. I mean, the whole set is called It's Giving Nude Lip, but like almost all the products are plumping, so I don't know why, but I don't love that because, again, if you're someone that doesn't like plumping products, you're not gonna buy this at all because almost all of it's plumping. I think that's a really poor decision on their end because it's like you're alienating an entire section of people, so don't love that. But there's gonna be plenty of people that do like plumping products, that love these lip products, and at the end of the day, it is a good deal. So up next, from one of the most boring brands on the planet that somehow just got acquired for $1 billion, still is beyond me. It's from Rhode Beauty. This is their new glazing mist. It's a hydrating face spray. It says it's a superfine mist that hydrates and refreshes for a radiant, glowy finish. It is clinically proven to provide hydration and nourish supple skin on the go. This formula also has added purifying benefits, helping the skin feel more balanced and clarified over time. It is an 80 milliliter bottle that retails for $30. Now, I love a good hydrating mist. I love a good facial spray. And even though I just am like, who cares about Rhode? I would buy this. I would buy it so fast because, y'all, I live in Florida, okay? It is 103 on a cold day right now, you know, so I need that hydration. And I actually use a product from, it's the Glass Skin Veil Mist from, what is it? Peach and Lily. Just when I come home from my walks, I do 2 to 3 walks a day and I do 4 miles each walk. And it's hot outside. So that's also a fun fact, like my shoulders, like you can see that line right there. It's literally from my t-shirt because like my neck and my face will get a little bit tan, but like nothing else on my body does. Fun fact. But anyway, I would love this. If it is actually hydrating and nourishing to your skin, I would like this. $30 I think is pushing it a bit much, but if it's great, then maybe it's worth it. This has a variety of amino acids and humectants and B5 and all kinds of stuff that I'm not gonna go through because I think that's boring to most people, but all the good things to make your skin hydrated and supple, apparently. This is going to be available on June 24th on their website at 9 a.m. PST. Would you spend $30 for a bottle of spray that's just supposed to make your face feel kind of nice and hydrated? Because I probably would. Okay, lastly, this one threw me for a loop, and here's why. So I was reading this, and it says it's a new collab between H&M Beauty and Chupa Chups. I said, what the hell is a Chupa Chup? So I get on Google and I find out that I've seen these little end caps at like literally Lowe's yesterday. I guess technically today. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yesterday. And it has like the suckers on the end. And I've never paid too much attention, but when I Googled this and I saw that same end cap popping up with all the suckers in it, I was like, oh my God. I never knew what the brand name was because every time I walked by, I'm like, no one ever seems to buy these. These suckers are always sitting here. Like clearly no one buys these for whatever reason. So I didn't even know that that was the brand name. And so when I Googled it, I thought that was kind of exciting and kind of funny, but also I'm kind of like, this is so random to me. So this is a new collab that was just revealed between Chupa Chups, I think that's how you pronounce it, and H&M Beauty. This is a collection that is going to take you on a deliciously nostalgic journey, allegedly. So this includes the Lip Swirl Overnight Lip Mask, sign me up. This is enriched with shea butter to deeply hydrate and nourish your lips while you sleep, and Choco Vanilla and Strawberry Cream. I want the Strawberry Cream, yes please. There is a Juicy Lip Balm Duo that is infused with shea butter to soften and care for your lips throughout the day, in cherry and watermelon. Give me the cherry. And then there's a Fruity Fusion Lip Oil Trio to deliver a glossy finish with a sheer tint in apple, watermelon, and cherry. I'll take the apple and I'll take the cherry. And then we have a Cherry Splash Hair and Body Mist. I would love to try that. Add it to the collection. There's a Lip Gloss Charm in Strawberry Cream and Choco Vanilla, a water bottle, and a single lip gloss in Strawberry, Cola, and Watermelon. Again, give me the strawberry. I want to try every single one of these products. I don't see any pricing or anything like that. It's just marked as coming soon to their website and stores in July. So I don't see pricing. I don't see exact dates. I think this is such a cute collection. And normally I don't like these little like, I don't know, cheapy cheap kind of things. But this is actually super cute. It doesn't give me nostalgia because I don't even know what the hell this is. But I would try every single one of these products. And I hope that it's like an affordable price point, which I think it would be. I would think it would be. But I want to try all this. So I would love to know if you already knew what this brand was, or if you've used their products, including like their candies and stuff like that, like if you consume them, if you ate them, if you enjoyed them, because apparently I live under a rock. Maybe, I don't know. But I'm all about the lip products, minus the plumping, and all of these sound amazing, so I want all of them, thank you. Okay, y'all, dare I say it? I think this was a pretty good week of launches. Virtually everything had to do with complexion and a really big focus on blushes, which is fine. Obviously, we had some lip products here and there, and we had some other things here and there too. But like overall, this was a very heavy complexion, again, focus on blush kind of launch week, or you know, release week, whatever you want to call it. And that's okay, I guess, but I don't know. I feel like there's actually a pretty decent variety across the board. Some things I liked, of course, and some things I also of course didn't like, but that's the name of the game. Hello. There's a good amount that I would like to try, to be honest, and I'm pretty excited about it. More than anything, the majority of the lip products I definitely want to try. I want to try out the Beauty Creations foundation. That looks promising. So I don't know. Let me know if you thought this week was like pretty good assortment, pretty good price points, pretty good just launches and all the info. I'd like to know what you think, because I feel like sometimes most weeks are just kind of like crappy. I don't know. I'm okay with it this week. And with that being said, that is this week's beauty recap all complete. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please make sure you give it a big thumbs up down below. Don't forget to click that big red subscribe button so you can join my YouTube family. Please make sure my post notifications are on by clicking that little bell down there somewhere so you get notified every time I post a new long form video, because we're back to posting like 3, 4, 5 a week, and I want you all to see it. I work hard. I want you to see them. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.